it feels obvious to me. I've lived this long enough to know that, yeah, it can feel obvious, but that doesn't mean that it's obvious to everybody. In fact, it's not obvious to everybody. In fact, the very fact that we're claiming this weekend that Jesus Christ rose from the dead, okay, that's an incredible claim. This guy was dead and then he rose. Now, I think we've got really good reasons for believing that he rose from the dead. But that claim can never be obvious. It's such an outlandish claim that you're perfectly justified saying, I would need a whole lot of evidence to ever believe that somebody rose from the dead, because every dead person I've ever seen has stayed dead. Well, I think that we have that evidence, but it's not obvious. And yeah, so never look down on somebody for their unbelief. Try to understand it. Most of the people that I've ever met who claim to be atheists, the God that they don't believe in is a God that I also would feel morally obliged not to believe in if that God was the only God on the table. I have not yet met an atheist that I wasn't sympathetic to. They're just believing in the wrong God. An atheist who really understood the gospel, and this has actually happened to me now recently with a friend of mine who's an atheist, but he's finally gotten the gospel. Finally got through to him from all of his crap that he had assumed about Christians and all the, he can't stand the church, he hates it, but we keep hanging out together and I like the guy a lot and we have a lot of fun. We finally got to the point of saying, okay, look, I don't believe your gospel, but I wish it was true. And it's like, okay, you're starting to understand, because anyone who understood what our claim is, they may not believe it, but they would at least wish it was true. If the God that you're believing in is one that you wish didn't exist, you're not believing in the right God. So, yeah. All right.